Ladles and jelly spoons, welcome back to Badgerworks. Today, this.
It's a tomato.
Yes, child. Yes, today we are going to attempt to make ketchup. So, let's get on with it. So, as promised in a previous video, we're going to try our hands at making tomato ketchup. Got my daughter here with me. Say hello, Katie.
Hello, Katie.
Right, so, never done this before. Probably going to go horribly wrong. But we'll give it a go. You eat a lot of ketchup, don't you?
Yes.
Right, cutting board would be a good idea. Right, so we bought a few of these fairly large tomatoes.
The big tomatoes.
They are big tomatoes. And we're going to use them to make probably an exceptionally small amount of ketchup. So,
Yay.
right. They're beefsteak tomatoes apparently, but whatever. It doesn't matter, they're tomatoes, they'll do. So, the first thing we need to do, which is kind of awkward around the camera here, but never mind. Cut this top bit out, so we don't need that. I was tempted to blanch these, but I don't think we'll bother. It seems far too much like hard work.
Yeah. And it's saying how to do this, not worth doing.
Exactly. So we're going to cut these into pieces and then we'll scoop out the middle. Because we want to try and get rid of as many of these seeds as we can.
Oh, can I eat them?
What? If you feel that you must. We'll get a bowl to put those. So use your little princess bowl.
Quite you.
I think you've had that since... God, how long have you had that? I don't know, I can't remember now. I'm jogging the camera now. Right, we're going to just cut these up into bits, and I'm going to try not to jog the camera too much. No, I'm doing this. You should be doing this. Can you be,
Wasn't mine idea.
can you be trusted with a knife?
No.
There's probably all kinds of professional chefs and all sorts watching this, probably absolute horrified by what's going on here, but still, that's fine. So yes, we'll just cut these up into chunks. And then move on from there. Right, so here we have our tomatoes, nicely chopped up.
The chopped tomatoes.
She helped primarily by
I
eating the
helped.
tomatoes.
Waste not, want not.
Well, yeah, this is this stuff that we chopped out of the tomatoes. There was a lot more than that. She's eaten most of it. So there you go. So what we need to do now is we need to blitz this up. Now that bowl's not big enough, so I'm going to dump all this in here, and we're going to use an immersion blender.
Oh,
that's what
immersive blending.
Immersion, not immersive.
Immersive.
We're using an immersion blender because that's what we have. Now the question
Well,
is...
we have another blender.
What?
We have a blender.
That's not a blender as such. That's more for doing
Smoothies.
smoothies. Yes, it's a smoothie maker. It's not really a blender. Right, this is a new one. Never used this one before, so... This might take a while. What?
Me try?
Oh, go on then. Hang on, she wants to have a go.
How
Right,
I...
come around this side.
Oh.
Try not to knock the camera over. Right, you've got two buttons there. One for low power, one for high power. So just probably use the low power to start with. Put your back into it, child. Try not to get it everywhere. Look, wedge it in. Push it. Are you bored of that already?
It's a bit.
It's a bit what?
It's a bit difficult.
And if something's hard to do,
It's not like it.
get out of the way. Good grief. You see what I have to put up with here? Just... elbow boost, child. That's what it needs. Anyway, we'll get this all buzzed up and then I'll show you what we're going to do next. Right, so this has been suitably blitzed. We now have tomato juice.
Water.
So, but what we've got to do, I've got a saucepan there.
I want to drink it.
What?
I want to lick all the froth off the top.
Well, get a spoon.
Oh. I shall sample the tomato froth.
Probably just taste the tomatoes.
It's not very nice.
Right, so we've got a pan here and a sieve. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pour this in here just to get out any bits of skin or any errant
Tomato flesh.
seeds and stuff. So there you go. Just scooch that through there with a suitable device.
Scooching device.
Yep.
There's a daddy long.
There is a daddy long legs in here. Oh, it's daddy long legs season. Well, look, it's just very simple. You just no, go down, out, you ridiculous creature. No, that way. All right, here's a question while we're doing this. Daddy long legs, and I'm talking about British daddy long legs, not American daddy long legs. 'Cause that's a different thing. What is the point of those creatures? I am a firm believer in all things have a right to life, but honestly, what is it with daddy long legs? What purpose do they serve? All they do is just bump around and get in the way.
Isn't it that they only live for one day and they just spend the entire day bashing themselves into walls?
Well,
I was in French class today and we were up quite high. And I looked out the window and I was like, oh, look, there's a daddy long legs at the top of the window. It was just one sitting there. And then I did something else. I think I got my little laptop Chromebook out. And then I looked at the window.
not a sponsor.
No, not a sponsor. And then I looked at the bottom of the window and there was a whole flipping herd of them. They were just clinging to the window looking at me.
A herd of them.
A herd of them.
What is the collective noun for daddy long legs? Put it in the comments.
A bump.
A bump of daddy long legs. An idiot of daddy long legs. A nuisance of daddy long legs.
You know that group of jellyfish is called a smack?
Is it?
Yeah, true.
Oh, there you go.
And a group of crows is called a murder.
So if you have one crow, that's an attempted murder.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, now we've... any other anecdotes you'd like to share? Or should we save those for a separate video?
I don't know, there was a wasp as well. That flew in.
I was going to mention, actually, if any of you enjoy my children's anecdotes, do feel free to mention it in the comments. I have told them in no uncertain terms that their entire life is now content. So...
Yay!
You like social media, don't you, child?
Especially TikTok.
How many social media accounts do you have, child?
There's
I think it's none, isn't it? You use WhatsApp to talk to your friends, don't you?
Yeah.
That's about it. So you're not on Facebook then?
No, you're not allowed Facebook till you're 16.
You're 13.
Oh, what?
You're allowed to create a Facebook account at 13. What about you? TikTok's your favourite, isn't it?
Yeah.
What exactly is it you've got against TikTok? I'm genuinely curious.
Oh, it's TikTok. It's just a...
What about the gram? You've got to get up on that gram, yo. You love it when I say that, don't you? Any of you out there who've got kids, if you want to embarrass your children, just say in a loud voice in public when you're taking pictures, got to get up on that gram, yo. You have to put the yo at the end. And I guarantee you they will be mortified. Especially if any of their friends are present. And talk about things being fleek. And
Fleek?
is fleek even still a thing? Is
I
fleek
don't think so.
I don't think fleek is a
We've
thing
got,
anymore.
if somebody does something good, you either say, you ate that up, or you devoured that, or slay.
Oh god,
Slay.
slay. God, yeah, that's the thing, isn't it?
And Riz.
Riz, yeah. Oh yeah, that's the other one, Riz.
And, what are the others?
I really don't know. Every time I hear those terms, I can feel my IQ lowering.
And they're from TikTok.
Well,
See?
do you know what? It's one of those things, if people want to say things like that and language evolves, and it's not doing any harm, so let them.
De-evolving.
Well.
There's a green parrot. Oh, there's 2 green parrots.
Yeah, we get
Why
loads.
isn't our parrot green?
Because he's not the same type of parrot. There's loads of parrots around here.
God. Our parrot's just a pigeon with a red tail.
He's a rat with wings. No, we do get a lot of parrots around now. It's one of these things that I don't know the whole story. It's one of these sort of urban legends that I've been told many times, but there was apparently some years ago I don't know if it was a private zoo or something, and they had parrots, and either the parrots escaped or the place had to close down, so they just released them or something. I think it was in Surrey or somewhere, supposedly, and the parrots promptly started breeding,
as you do,
and have spread northwards from their thing, and are now found basically all throughout the home counties. But we have quite a flock of green parrots that live in the area where we are. They're kind of they're fairly innocuous. They don't seem to do any harm. And the other bird, they are quite noisy. But then we've also got a rookery out the back as well, and magpies and kites, yeah, and jackdaws, and then obviously all the little birds.
Bobbins.
Right, I think I'm getting bored of this now. So we've got here some tomato off. So we're going to move over to the stove now.
Oh, fire.
Exactly. Right, so we are now at the stove. I have
walked
put this...
a total of 2 feet.
Well, yeah, I'm going to turn it down a bit. So I've got this over the smallest burner on a very low heat. And we're going to start adding stuff. So the first thing we're going to throw in there, and there are all kinds of recipes and things that you can get, but I am just doing this purely by winging it, because that's what we do. So,
and then try not to burn the house down.
Well, if possible. So we are going to add
brown sugar.
Some brown sugar, soft brown sugar. That can go in there. Maybe a little bit more. Not that much. We need a bat.
A bat?
A bat.
There's a bat. To hit it with.
stirring bat.
Oh, what's hit it with?
No. Right, so we'll stir
Poke it
that
with a
in.
stick and make it angry.
Exactly. Right, and we are going to add half a teaspoon of garlic powder.
Yes.
What do you mean yick? You won't be saying yick when you're eating. Well, you will be saying yick when you're eating. It's good. What's good for you?
Nope.
You only eat beige things, don't you, child?
And chocolate.
Yeah.
And chicken. And chips.
Yeah. So
And-
it's sounding surprisingly beige.
And tuna pasta. And other
Right, about half a
varieties
teaspoon of
pasta.
onion powder.
And steak.
You
And
do like the
tomatoes.
steaks, yeah.
And
And this is, you're really going to love this.
oh God. It's cinnamon.
Yep. So we'll do about a quarter teaspoon of cinnamon.
Did you know that if you get a cat to smell something and it doesn't like the smell of it, it will retch?
Oh, probably.
Or
And
do a little gagging motion. Because they have little smell sensors on the inside of their mouths or something.
the tiniest amount of allspice.
All the spices.
Well, it's they call it allspice. It's not allspice. It's
Some spices.
what's it got in it? It's basically pimento berries.
Oh, really?
Stir into your homemade chutneys and pickles, apparently.
Yes.
Which is kind of... Oh, this is going to be hilarious. And then we're going to add some... This is white vinegar. Because reasons. About that much. Like that, you see. And then we're going to stir all this in.
And then we drink it. No?
What? Well, what we want to do now...
Yeah, it smells like cinnamon.
Oh, actually, what we also want in anything that you're cooking...
It's salt.
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 A little pinch of salt, maybe we want that. There we go. Ow. Don't catch your finger in the lid of the thing.
No, don't do that.
And now, we simmer this.
Ooh,
And we want it to reduce and thicken.
Ooh.
I might scoop that tomato dust off the top.
Through the power of
Did
evaporation.
Did you want some tomato dust?
I suppose.
That's going to be really hot. As in really hot. Right, so we'll let that bubble away for days on end, and we'll come back in a little while. Right, so we've been simmering this. Well, we haven't been simmering. I've been simmering this. She's been doing her own work. You have been doing your homework, haven't you, Carl?
Yes.
Yeah, apparently. So as you can see, this is greatly reduced and is thickened up and is looking rather ketchup-y. So I think what we will do... Do you want to try it, Charles? See what you think?
It's nice.
Alright, and I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just get a little bit... Oh, why not touch the pan because it's hot. That was a face. Are you not impressed, Charles?
No, it's alright. It's a bit lumpy.
Well, it's still hot and everything. So what we'll do, I think, is we'll turn this off now. And what we need to do is let this cool. We'll put it in some suitable container and let it cool down. And then you can perhaps try a little bit with your dinner tomorrow or something. Once it's cooled down and is more of a
Ketchup consistency.
Exactly, because it's still very hot at the moment. It's basically just sweetened tomato sauce. So there you go. So I think it's all right, but it's obviously we have to wait for the expert opinion. But we'll see how that goes. So as I say, we'll put this in something. I'll leave it on here to cool down for a little while. We'll put it in something and let it cool down properly, and then give it a try with some suitable ketchup accompaniment, some chips or something. Yeah. Right, so the final test approaches. Anyway,
Yeah.
this is our finished article.
Cool.
Did you want to try it, child?
Oh, God.
Now, where did the things go? Michael's made some mozzarella sticks. Oh, God, that looks really hot. Oh. These are the mozzarella sticks that Michael made. This is about the only one left because they've already pigged a lot of them. They literally just come out of the pan. Should we get a cheese stretch? They might be a bit too cool for a cheese stretch. Oh. Anyway, oh God, now what we can do?
Glue it back together.
It won't stop. Oh, there we go. Here, child, try the ketchup.
Yeah.
And give us your honest opinion. She's chewing thoughtfully.
In my honest opinion,
Go on.
tastes like eating a churro.
What? It tastes like a churro.
Yeah, it's got far too much cinnamon in it. It's too sweet.
I did think it was a bit sweet myself. I put a little bit of extra salt and a little bit of lemon juice in it to cut through it, which has made it a lot better, but it's still quite sweet. But I actually quite like it. Did you want to try some?
What?
Did you want to try some? I know you're not really a ketchup person, but oh, get a good dob of it. I should mention that Michael basically lives on hot sauce, so
Tastes like cinnamon.
that is very true. Actually, there's the tiniest bit of cinnamon in there, and you can really taste it. I think if I did it again, I would not put cinnamon in it.
Verdict: do not put the cinnamon in.
Did you want to try some? I take it that face means you're not impressed. Right, apparently the missus is not impressed with it. I didn't mind it. I thought it would come out. We've learnt lessons.
Get the bird down here to try it.
No, he probably would. Well, he probably would like it actually. But... So, is it better than Heinz?
No.
You heard it here first, folks. But anyway, so there you go. You wanted us to make ketchup, and we've made ketchup. I might try refining this, and don't put that in there because you'll get us demonetised. Sorry, my son was just waving a bottle of Frank's Red Hot around. Not a sponsor. Don't.
Should be a sponsor.
What?
Do you know how much sauce they give it?
If anyone from Frank's is watching, my son wants to be sponsored. In other words, he wants you to give him free hot sauce. Anyway, let's stop talking about that because we'll get demonetised. So there you go. We made ketchup as promised, and it looks the part. It's going to look great on Instagram. Got to get up on that gram, yo.
Oh, God, here we go again.
But yes, hopefully you've enjoyed this little foray into madness. I'd like to thank my top tier patrons as ever, Howard, Amy and Hawaii Clive O, for their continued support, and all my other channel members and patrons and all you lovely people at home. Hopefully you've enjoyed this bizarre thing, and we'll see you on the next video. Say goodbye, Katie.
Goodbye, Katie.
Say goodbye, Michael.
Goodbye, Michael.
Oh,
Say
it's,
goodbye, Mrs.
bye, Mrs. It's the mushed cinnamon tomat now.
Yes, child, that's exactly what it is.
The end evolution.
All right, we'll see you on the next one. Cheers. Bye.